Hello everyone, Neo Rashi here. So today is going to be episode 8 of my story with. Been thinking about doing an episode for a while, and I think um, I think this one has a short but rather interesting story, at least on a personal level. I think I have a um, rather interesting story with the series that I'm going to talk about, but also the community. But again, there's going to be one of the shorter My Story with episode. I am, and today's episode is about my clueless first friend. Um, you know me, I like cute stuff, and that's exactly what got me to read this series. So I discovered this series in, I believe, February or maybe January 2022. So almost 4 years ago at this point. Uh, I was looking at my. I was at my manga store looking for the stuff that I had reserved, and every time I go to the manga store to pick up what I reserve, I always still look up stuff. So I saw volume 2 of the French version of um, this series, and in in French, the series is actually called Mon ami des ténèbres, which in English means My Friends of Darkness. So when I saw the cover of I saw volume 2. So this is volume 1 of the English version, but this actually includes volume 1 and 2. So for the English version, you always get the odd number volume on the cover. So here, and then volume 2 as the first colored page here. So this is the picture that I saw. So I was like, huh, this series is called basically My Friend of Darkness. So I thought it was some kind of cutesy magic slash witch thing. So I wanted to try it out. I went, even though I was in the store, I checked on the website if they had volume 1, and they did, but I couldn't find it. So I asked an employee, do you have volume 1 and where is it? So they actually found it for me, so I went and bought volume 1 and 2 at the same time. Turns out I was wrong about the series being a cutesy story about a witch or something like that. Actually, when I think about it, the cover of volume 1, Akane Nishimura, the main girl, actually, I think she almost, her clothes almost look like what I would expect out of like magic school uniform or something like that. So this is one more reason why I thought this would be a cutesy magic slash witch story. But yeah, again, as I said, I was wrong about it. And I cannot say that I'm mad that I was wrong, because instead of a, again, magic story, it was about a super shy girl who gets bullied by her classmate, but is approached by the titular clueless first friend, who is, again, clueless, and that's why he likes Akane Nishimura so much, because in the French version, Akane's nickname is the Witch of Darkness, and in the English and Japanese version, her nickname is the Grim Reaper. So two entities that people would fear if they exist in real life, and that's where the bullying comes, because people act both in the French and Japanese version, people act as if they would get cursed if they touch or get too close to Nishimura. But the guy instead thinks that being cursed is a cool thing. So that's the main reason why he initially befriends her. So basically, I thought the story was immensely cute. I read volume 1 and 2 in rather rapid succession, and I was always looking forward to the next volume. Sadly, I had to wait for a while between volume 4 and 5. I got volume 3 and 4. Um, we got volume 3 and 4 in French rather quickly after I discovered volume 1 and 2. But yeah, I had to wait like 4 or 5 months for volume 5. And after that, I think I've only always waited at most 2 or 3 months per volume. Actually, wouldn't be surprised if volume 18, because right now we're at volume 17 in French. I wouldn't be surprised if volume 18 released by the end of the year or early January, because I got volume 17 in late October or early November. It's already been a while. So yeah, so for a while I kept reading volume after volume when they release. Then the anime aired in 2023. I didn't watch it. I didn't. I don't know why. Because that was before I became an Anime Planet character moderator. So it's not like I was super busy. Like right now, I watch less anime because watching anime keeps me a little busier than the average anime fan. And since I'm already not that big of an anime watcher, it reduced the time I take to actually watch more anime. But back then I wasn't. Actually, I think I'm gonna have to check, but I think the series ended right before I became an Anime Planet moderator. Let me just check when it aired. Yeah, spring 2023. So that means that the series ended in late June 2023. I became a moderator. Well, I joined the team as a trainee on July 4th, 2023. So literally like a week or two after the series ended. But yeah, I didn't watch it. However, while I didn't watch the anime, I did interact a little bit, but like I do mean a little bit, with the series, with people on the series subreddit. So I did have a little history of talking about the series on Reddit, and in April, actually, this is something I can check exactly the date, exactly what date, because on I just need to check my last post. It's gonna be easy to find. There we go. And of course, now my computer is super slow. Come on. Sorry, my computer is being really slow. It's getting old, so and I'm at a point where 8 gig of RAMs, even if I don't game, is nowhere near enough what I need. Actually, let me Okay, so April 18th. So April 18 is when I got a random DM on Discord. Not on Discord, sorry, but on Reddit with an invitation to the Discord server. It was at the time one of the admin of the Discord server. So I accepted, of course, because I like, even though I didn't watch the anime, I like that series so much for its adorableness. So obviously, I wanted to interact with fans of the series more. And personally, I think that Discord is better than Reddit to interact with fans because I just prefer the instant messaging over forums. Although to discuss about specific chapter or specific arc, I think Reddit is a little better. But if you just want to chat about the series, Discord is by far better. So yeah, I was obviously happy to join the server. And then I made a couple friends over there, including both of the two admins that were active at the time. And then I'd say not much really happened until the summer, I think, of 2023, when the English version of the manga started to release. Let me just, does it say here? Oh, actually it's March, so I probably got this one before I even joined the server, but I do remember only starting to read the English version in mid-late 2023. Actually, I think I've only read the first 3 volumes, so basically volume 1 through 6 in English, because I'm much further in the French version. I'm at volume 17 right now, so yeah. So for a long time, my main hub for discussing this series was not Anime Planet, sorry, but Discord. Although I did eventually made a review or two in this very channel. I know I reviewed volume 5 on December 25th last year, because it was like the Christmas because it had a very good Christmas chapter, so I wanted to discuss, review it on Christmas. And I know I talked about this series a fair bit in my some of my top 10 and tier lists. But sometime in 2024, late 2024, something that I'm not 100%, I don't know the details, and it's probably something I will never know, and honestly, it's not something that I probably should know, but one of the two admins I mentioned stopped coming, and all I know is that it was for, well, again, for a reason that I probably will never know. But basically, he had his reasons. I respect the reasons, whatever they are. Anyway, it's not like you're going to everyone's going to stay on Discord all the time. I have multiple friends who stopped going to Discord. One of my best friends in the Adachi Shimamura server flat out deleted his account, which is a shame because he was a nice guy. So again, he's actually still officially in the server, but for a reason that I'm guessing he preferred to keep private, this admin stopped coming. And so, and the owner of the server also, well, the owner often logged on but never really interacted with us. So we were left with only one admin. The admin is a the remaining admin is a really nice guy though. I can and I really love interacting with him quite a lot. Then in spring, I think it was in spring, yeah, in spring of this year. Oh, I just realized I skipped a part. I watched the anime in 2024. Sometime in 24, I don't remember when though, but I do remember watching the anime in 2024. I believe it was during my vacation or something, because I tend to watch a little more anime when I'm on vacation. And I really loved it. I think my favorite episode was like the manga. I really liked the Christmas arc. So okay, I'm going to go back where I was. Time skip to spring 2025. The admin who was the only active admin promoted me and another of our friend to moderator of that server. So it wasn't super active at the time. So for the first few weeks, I guess, we were mostly moderator in name more than anything, because there was really nothing to moderate. We have like the only real troublemaker we had at the time was muted for one day in late 2024 and somehow never came back. And he wasn't even kicked. He was just muted for one day. And he never came back, but he still boosted the server twice. Like he's spending $5 or $6 a month on a server he doesn't even interact with. I have no idea why, but I do appreciate it, because boosting servers is always good for a server. So yeah, we had a couple of troublemaker, but never about like there has never been like huge drama, except for one incident that I don't think it would be really appropriate to talk about here. But because anyway, that incident is over and done with. Every guilty party are now gone. So we, the admin and the admin, myself, and the other moderator, I think we did a pretty good job keeping the peace in that in the my Clueless First Friend server. We had a lot of fun interaction. Personally, I made it's kind of my personal running gag in this series that in the server that Yukiko, the big sister of the main guy, is our one and true goddess in this series, because she's actively trying to match the two main characters. She wants them to become a couple. So I always treat her as if she was a goddess. And at one point in the during my time in the server, both before and after I became moderator, every time someone joined the server, I would like copy and paste the same greeting, and I said, "You better start worship Yukiko or else." Obviously, as a joke, because I don't want people to leave the server, at least not people who are nice people. Now I've mellowed down a bit, because although I still think Yukiko is my favorite character of the series, I've gotten a lot of appreciation for Tsumugi Sone, who is my second favorite character, and honestly very close behind Yukiko. So I don't worship Yukiko as hard as I used to. But yeah, in late summer of 2025, so not long ago, like 4 months ago, The owner of the server um, announced his intention to step down as owner of the server. So um, he asked us, and by us I mean me, the admin, and the other moderator, to discuss who would take over. The admin immediately stepped out of the race. Meanwhile, me and the other moderator, we were like, we discussed for less than an hour, and it was decided that I would take over, but I would consult with the rest of the team, of the moderation team, to make uh, some of the bigger decisions. Like if it was just like adding an emoji or sticker, we wouldn't really need discussion. But for bigger decision, we agreed that I and even if I became the owner of the server, I would not like just like I jokingly said that I would rule the server with an iron fist, but it's basically the exact opposite. I do admit that I've made some decision that um, my friends disagreed with, but I think in the end um we made. Uh, I've been the owner of the my Clueless First Friend server for I don't remember the exact time, but I think it was late August, so just under 4 months. And I know I'm not perfect, uh, but I do believe uh, that with the help of my two friends, I think I managed to make, well, not make, but I think I managed to keep this place a fun server to be. So, if you like my Clueless First Friend, I will add a link in the description to the server. Um, but it is a fun place. I really like. I mean, I. It's funny though. I started this series because of the cuteness of the character. But today, it in a very similar way to the Adachi Shimamura series, where I started the series because it was a Yuri and then ended up liking the community more than I liked the series. Um, I I almost be willing to say the same thing about this series. The only difference is that unlike Adachi Shimamura, my appreciation for my Clueless for Friend has never decreased. It is still one of my favorite series today. Um, and has been one of my favorite series ever since I started reading it. I do believe it was in my top 10 series I discovered in 2022. I don't remember, but if it wasn't, I can safely say that my appreciation for this series has increased since 2022. So I don't think I can say more about the series so far uh, anymore. I mean, I like the series. I really like the character. Most of them, actually, at least. And what I like the most is really the community. I I am honored that I was given the ownership of the My Clueless for Friends server. But I'm even more honored to have such amazing people populating that server. This is honestly what I'm the most grateful for this series. I will never. If I, there's a good chance that if for some reason I decide to something makes me not like this series anymore, even if there's something that makes me not like this series anymore, I will probably step down as the owner of the server, but I will still remain in the server because the community is amazing. With that, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you later today again for um, day 5 of my 12 Days of Christmas review. If you don't want to watch that, in that case, I wish you a good day.